Hey, everyone, come on in, come on in. We are on the We Empower Network tonight. I am Ilyasa Simpson, aka Coach Illy from the Charge Room. And tonight we have something special for you. We have a whole group of beautiful queens that came together. They wrote a book. Y'all. It's an anthology, and it's an anthology to talk about grief. So the name of the book is The Love Languages of Grief. So grief is a normal response to a major loss, such as death of a loved one. But grief can also be about mourning of a living loss, right? Most times it'll be a traumatic breakup, most times. But grief may also be felt from a person with a serious or long term illness or with a terminal illness. It can also include a great sadness and anger and guilt and despair of people, places, or things that we lose. We have a challenge separating from them, and it's through stages. So there are 7 stages of grief. Sometimes they'll say there's 5 stages, but we're going to add on a little bit of extra tonight. So shock and denial, pain and guilt, anger and bargaining, depression, and then the upward turn, the reconstruction of working through the whole thing, which comes to acceptance and hope. So most times we have a place where we don't know where we are at with grief. But I'm going to bring on this wonderful queen who is the visionary of this awesome anthology. And her name is Lakeisha Lockridge. Hey,
Hey,
Queen, how are you tonight? What is going on? What it is. First and
I am
foremost, I just
well.
want to say I am super proud of you. I'm
Thank
super proud of
you.
you that you stepped out on faith because you know how we go back in thoughts and times and
Yes,
experiences
yes,
and
yes.
moments, right? You have did a 360 plus a 180 by coming out of your shell. And it's such a wonderful feeling to watch you go from one end of the extreme to the other end of the extreme, all in efforts to walk in your truth, to be who you dream to be, and
Yes,
just come out and explore life as you should, right? As you deserve, because you are a beautiful queen and you deserve it all, whatever your heart's desire. So, welcome to the
mhm.
stage tonight, and I'm
Thank
super happy
you.
to interview you, ladies. And listen, tell me about what you did because you're the visionary tonight. Tell me about what you did.
Listen, so what I was able to do by the grace of God, I was able to get together with 9 amazing women and allow this vision that God placed in my sight to come together. And so I'm very excited about it. The title of this book was given to me a couple of years ago. But to see everything come full circle, I'm just so excited about it. I'm excited that not only I get to share my story and release it into the atmosphere and, with the prayers that it will help someone else, but I'm just excited to see the amazing ladies that are joining me on this project to release it as well. Get it out and let it elevate us. So, yes.
Yeah, so when you said the title was provided to you, because you know God gives
Mhm.
us provision a few years ago, how
Yeah.
did you keep that secret? Like, how did you hold that inside of you and then integrate it into your feelings and emotions? And you just sat with it.
Yes. So it was dropped on me just on a random day. It was just dropped in my spirit, and I was like, okay, you know. Um, I just had the conversation about dealing with my own personal grief. And that title came to me a couple of days later. It was just dropped in my spirit. I'm like, okay. But of course, we get those thoughts, we push them aside. And so that's what I did. I pushed it aside, but he wouldn't let me sit with it. It kept, reoccurring. Love language of grief. And I'm like, okay, guy, you gonna show me what to do with this,
That's right. That's
gonna show
right.
me what to do with this. And so I pushed it aside again. Um, but when it was time for it to come into fruition, he wouldn't let me rest. I kept waking up, kept waking up, kept waking. I'm like, okay, love language of grief, not gonna let me sleep. So let me get this journal together,
Yes.
um, and that's what it
Yeah,
was.
because God will do it. God will make you so uncomfortable that you have to just get it on done, right? Get it
Absolutely.
on done. So,
Absolutely.
right, you said you had 9 queens that was in the anthology, is in
Yes.
the anthology. So
Yes.
we don't have all 9 tonight, but we have a few queens that I'm gonna pop up on this screen, starting with S. Marie. Hey, Queen, Queen Danny, Queen
Yes.
Tracy. We are
Yes.
all here tonight.
Hello.
I got everybody. I got everybody.
You
Yes, you
got
have
us all.
Okay, so
everything.
we are here tonight, and we are gonna. I want everybody to hear what's on your heart, Queens. I want y'all to tell me the name of your chapter. Tell me how it was brought to intuition. How did you want to execute it? Like, tell me, was it a dream that you always had to become an author? Let everyone know, like, how did it become one for you? How did it become one for you? Who want to go first?
Not
I'll go
everybody
first.
speak at one
I'll
time.
go first.
Right.
I'll go
Don't all
first.
just speak at one time. Come on now.
I'm always the talker,
So
so I'm sitting back. I'm letting somebody else go first. Go ahead, go.
I'll go first. So my name is Tracy Wilson. Um, and my title in the chapter is called A Mother's Love. Right.
Okay.
So my story, I've lost both of my children. So okay, give me a minute because I said I
I
wasn't
need
gonna do this,
you
Keisha. I said I wasn't
listen,
gonna
you gonna
get
breathe.
emotional.
You gonna breathe.
Yes.
So I lost my youngest in 2007. He was 14. He
Hmm.
had a heart condition. He died in my arms here in Georgia. And then I lost my oldest son in 2019. He was diagnosed with bipolar schizophrenia and he was hit by a truck.
Mm.
So sorry, y'all. So it's somebody just called my phone. I had to send them the voicemail. They'll call back. Um, so this journey has, first of all, losing one child, no mother or father should go through that. But to lose both of my children um, has been a very, very, very me. I've come to the place of acceptance with both of them, but in the book, it tells the story of the journey of how I wound up in Georgia with both of them to give them a better life. And there are moments that I have when I feel like, um, and this is probably the most transparent I've been in a while. Sometimes I feel like I brought them down here to Georgia to give them a better life, but then I also feel like I gave them death too, if that makes sense what I'm talking about, because I moved them
I
from Jersey
understand.
City to come to Georgia to give them a better life, and then they're not here anymore. And I did what I could with what I had as a single mother, but those are the survivor's guilt moments that I have, if that makes
Hmm.
sense.
Yes.
And I've been wrestling with that recently, that I feel like their deaths was my fault, if that makes sense. And
I
even though they wasn't, Terrell had a heart condition that was undetected, so I didn't know. Did not know that Taekwon was bipolar schizophrenia until after he passed away. And sometimes I feel like, did I miss something as mom on both of them? So I've been struggling with survivor's guilt right now. But I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yes.
so
So
when
let
you
me give
wrote,
a backstory, Illy. Let me just
I
tell you
can't hear
how
you.
I
so
came
she had
together
some
with.
missing pieces. Let me find out she had missing pieces.
So let me just tell you how I came together with all of these amazing women. I knew none of them from the start, except for Angela, and actually Angela was the only one that I knew from the start. Did the ad, telling authors, I needed, the author call basically. But as I started to meet each one of them one by one, I knew that this project was bigger than me.
Right.
I knew that this project would become something that would be a resource to the world for years and years to come. Because as you see, Tracy's story is mouth dropping. It speaks to the heart of a mother, a grieving mother. My story is different. Of course, my story is totally different. Miss Danny's story is one of triumph and resilience, and she'll get to that in a minute. But just the authenticity of each story, the resilience in each woman. I couldn't have picked better people myself. God knew exactly what he was doing when he put these women in my path, and to know that we're all from all walks of life, all over the United States, and just to be able to come together on one accord. And I feel like we really have formed a sisterhood, some closer than others, but nevertheless, a sisterhood. So I just wanted to get that backstory so everyone will know that this book is not just centered around one aspect of grief, but grief is a lot of different aspects of our lives. If not every day of our life, we're grieving something. So
This is true. And I want to encourage you, ladies. I want to encourage you because life brought you to this point to bring you to a higher, greater level. And sometimes things happen to us because we can't see the greatness in us. Something has to happen to us to say, wow, I really walked through this fire. I really walked through this tornado. And you surprise yourself sometimes because we get into places where we helping other people so much. We totally forget about ourselves. We totally forget that we even have strength. We totally think we are just, the world is done and we crashing with it. No, I'm sorry, but women are the powerful, most
yeah.
powerful humans on this planet because anything can happen to us. And we are the ones standing. We are the commanders in chief of our lives that we already know what to do. It's innate. It's within us. No one has to tell us. No one has to teach us because we're going to get up and do it. Because guess what? Y'all still here. Y'all still here. So I want to commend y'all because you're still here. So Miss Tracy, you can cry if you want to. You can dance if you want to. You can scream on top of a mountain if you want to, but you just keep moving. Just keep moving.
Thank you.
Keep moving. So it's okay that you left our parts right now, but that's why Keisha got you back. So Miss Danny, I'm gonna talk to you next because you said you like to be last. No, you're not gonna be last.
No, that's not what I said. See, if you're
Okay.
gonna say what I said, say what I
Okay,
said,
correct me.
young lady.
But you
Say
was
what
trying
I
to sit
said.
to the
Say
back.
it. Say
You was
it.
trying to sit to the back. No.
No, I said I'm always the talker.
Okay,
So
I
I'm
want you to
usually the one that starts
right,
out. So I'm gonna fall
right,
back tonight. That's what I
right.
said.
And that's what I'm saying. I heard that,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I don't want you to fall back because
All
let's
right.
go.
Here I am.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, here I is. Here I is. Hey everybody, I'm Danny. I am one of the amazing 9 women of Love Languages of Grief. Um, I actually am the one who said, "Hey Tracy, I think you need to jump on this." Tracy and I have known each other. Tracy's boys were my godsons, and
Mhm.
um, I've known Tracy for 30 years, and both of us are from the north, and she knows some of my story, and I know all of her story, and So I was like, look, I'm getting ready to jump on something. And I knew that she had been going through a few things. And I just put out my own memoir last year. And shortly after that, I saw the author call. And I'm like, hey, look, let me, exposure is exposure. Let me jump on this and let me see, where it could take me. Um, Part of my story, well, the name of my chapter is I Wish I Never Loved You. And it was strategically made that way because of what the actual grief is about. Um, and it's not about what people think it's about. They're going to look over that and they're going to be like, oh, okay, you must be grieving, a relationship, or you must be grieving, somebody, a partner or spouse or something like that. And it's so far, far from that. Um, I happen to be a recovering drug addict for 35 years. And when I got clean back in 1989, I lost my mom shortly after that. And part of my chapter is a segue from my memoir, um, because, by God's grace, you got to see me clean. But there was a whole other story that was bubbling up under me being clean. And then 2 years into my sobriety, should I say, my recovery, I lost my mom.
Mhm.
And there wasn't a relationship reestablished. Uh, so it was some grief. It was some grief going on because of me grieving my way of life that I had learned, that had comforted me through everything that I had been through from childhood forward, you know. And I thought that, okay, I'm good now. Let me, go ahead. It's going to be me and mom. We're going to get this together. We're going to finally get this love thing, this healing thing together. And God said, nope, and took my mom away. So then there was
Mhm.
another uh, whole side of grief on top of me grieving
Right.
the one thing that I had come to love all my life, which is also a disease. The disease of addiction is like a bad relationship. So,
Mhm.
um, so it's kind of, I don't want to give it away because it's the way I wrote it was specific, and I specifically wrote it the way I wrote it, so people could be baffled. But when you first start reading it, you like, wait a minute, hold up. Mm, mm-mm.
Listen, suspense is always good.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a couple of different layers and levels of grief in my chapter. But it's all part of the journey that God has me on personally. I thank God for Letitia and Angela and all of the women um in the anthology, because yes, like Lakeisha said, we have become somewhat of a sisterhood. I'm the auntie of the group. I'm that auntie. I'm me. I'm that auntie. But I'm grateful for, God placing us all together on the same journey, um with like-minded goals in mind, which is to help to heal this place that we call life, we call the earth, and not so much be misunderstood as the angry Black woman, but to be heard as the woman in healing and
Right.
on a journey, and it's just real important. So yeah.
That was
Mhm.
beautiful. That was beautiful. Congrats on your memoirs. Congrats on your recovery. Anniversaries are always great and important because it shows you how far you've come.
Mhm.
Um, and just being resilient, just like Keisha said, to stand on that mountain, and I'm still here. You are
Yeah.
still here. That's such a
Mhm.
wonderful, exhilarating feeling. Um, so, Miss S. Tracy, I'm sorry, S. Marie. I'm looking at Tracy, calling you Marie Tracy because you Marie. Um, I'm
It's
so
all
sorry.
right. No,
So, let's hear what's on your heart today.
well, first and foremost, thank you for allowing us to be on this platform and share our story, share our book. Lakeisha, thank you, because I truly do feel everything that you guys said. It has become a sisterhood. Lakeisha is very powerful. She will send quick messages and, just check up, like your real family. She'll check up on you, see how you're doing. Danny constantly gives life, putting, powerful messages out there, just sharing everything that's going on and positivity. So this has really been it's been good for me. My circle is very small, but they have definitely came in, and Danny is truly Aunt Danny for many reasons, and she knows that she. I told her she reminds me of my true aunt. Like she's the one that's gonna make you laugh, and she's definitely gonna put you in your place all at the time with love. That's Danny. So just thank y'all. Absolutely. So my story and the title of it is A Life Embrace, the Ontario Lamar Burke's story. So that is my nephew who passed away in February. And ironically, this opportunity couldn't have come at a better time because last year I lost 8 people within 6 months.
Wow.
And when I lost my nephew, I was like, oh my gosh, what does this mean? For me, it was bittersweet, but yet I feel God gave me a reality check because I won't get too far in the story, but he had Down syndrome. So he was a nonverbal anesthetic. He could not walk, he could not talk, but very clever man. He understood. People would think, oh, he can't talk or whatever. He doesn't get it. He will roll over in his chair and let you know he understood what you were doing and what you were saying. But he left us, and I will give you this hint, it's not about what doctors say. No disrespect to doctors, but they gave him a year to live. At first, it was 6 months, and then it became a year. And I will say that God gave us so many more years with this man, and we all learned so much from him and his power and his ability. Even though he could not speak the words that he needed you to know, he did it in a way in which you understood. And I thank God for that. And I feel that his life was a true opportunity for my sister who has other children, but Ontario was really her baby, yet her man, because he was with her every day, all day. And my nephew and my niece, they, had a brother which they had to care for, especially my niece Zakaria. He was younger than her, but she had to hold him and feed, or he was older than her, excuse me. So, she had to learn the baby mom type of situation by helping her mother care for her own brother. So my story is just, again, what it says, it's a life embraced, because they told us, oh, he'll never make it past the year, he won't make it past two. And out of many, many surgeries, he lasted through all of them. He basically told the doctors, hey, you don't know. It's not your diagnosis. It's what God says. God says, this is what I have. This is the amount of years that I'm going to be on this earth. This is what I'm going to do. This is my purpose. And God truly gave my nephew purpose, and his life and even his passing has changed us all, but it's made us stronger and realize our own purpose, and making us understand that God has the key. He's always, giving and putting into us, and letting us know that, we are worthy. We are all unique, and we are worthy, and there's purpose in our lives, but sometimes we are closed minded. So the story just tells you that he was really a giant, and his life and his legacy will forever be remembered. But he went through a lot in his little frame. He was only 40 pounds, even though he lived to be an adult. So it was just an opportunity for me to bless the world with understanding that we all are different, and some of us have disabilities or situations, but you can't let that hold you down. You have to continue to prosper and to give to others and to be of good cheer and know that God has you 100%, and He can handle any situation.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We all have gifts and talents.
Yeah.
God instills in every single one of us a purpose, a gift, a talent. We may not know what that is until our appointed time.
Yeah.
And then he'll show us things through other people. He'll even show us through other people,
Mm-hmm.
or he'll show us where we ought to be through a
Yeah.
thing, through a thing. and and life is, and you keep on living, you'll learn it, because some people, just like you said, they live in a limited mind space,
Mm-hmm.
and they limit their capabilities, and they limit their eyes, the eye gate and their ear gate, which makes them dumb in their speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't understand that you have a voice, because I was there, I didn't know I had a voice. I was raised to be seen and not heard.
Mm.
So my self-esteem was extremely low because I grew up in a domestic violence home.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I could do it. I didn't know my gift was my voice. I didn't know that God said, no, your power's in your mouth.
Mm.
And I was like, I denied myself for so long.
Wow.
But God will show you who you are through a thing. It
Yeah.
may not even be a person, but a thing. And it's God is so powerful. And even people that are not of faith, and they will receive faith, because God gonna touch you one day. One day when it's your turn, it's He's
Mm-hmm.
gonna touch you, and you will feel every bit of who He's gonna show you your purpose. He's gonna show you why you had everything happen to you that happened to you. He's gonna show you how to embrace it. He's gonna show you your plan, and He's gonna show you how to execute it. All you gotta do is believe in yourself and trust in Him.
You
So
hear
I
that, people? You hear that? Listen, that vision that you kept sleeping on, she just told you it woke you up.
It did. Literally.
so
Mm.
I
Literally.
so again, like, y'all are now authors.
Yeah.
Y'all are now authors. And I don't know if this is your first book, second book, third. I know Queen Danny, it's your second, if I'm not right. It's your second.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Lakeisha, what, you have four now, right?
Yes, this is for.
Right. I have eight. I would have never thought I
Mm-hmm.
could speak to write something, and then to speak, to
Wow.
deliver messages,
Mm-hmm.
from city to city, country, whatever. I never thought I would be here. So if anything, I empower you ladies to keep going,
Yeah.
because you have a purpose. God showed you something through Lakeisha having a relationship with Keisha. God showed you who you can become. God showed you another level of life from where you were yesterday and the day before,
Mm.
because tomorrow's even greater. So,
Absolutely.
so keep going, and whatever plan that you didn't think you should be writing down, write it down so you can see it, to give you clarity, so you won't be confused and cloudy. Write it down.
Yeah.
Write it down and keep going. So I definitely encourage you, and I challenge you to keep going. Keep
Well,
going.
it's funny you should say that, sis.
Mhm.
Volume 2 of Pretty Little Bastard Child will be out in August. I'm in the process as we speak. Atlanta, I'll be there on Friday. Okay, I'll be there on Friday. That's one of the stops on the Pretty Little Bastard Child book tour. I'm working with the incomparable Elizabeth Withers from The Color Purple on Broadway to put together something for Orlando, Florida in September, as part of one of the stops on the book tour. Um, and da, 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 it will be on a small screen near you in the beginning of the year. So
Yay!
yeah, definitely moving right along. And the beauty about God not having a respect of person, um,
Right.
God used my dog to snap me back. Seriously, like this little guy here saved my life, and I mean literally and figuratively. My Mr. Handsome Man saved my life. Tracy knows a little bit about that story. Um, After being clean for 20 years, I had a relapse, and I wasn't even supposed to have a dog, and actually had to leave my apartment because I went and got the dog. But the doctor was like, "Hey, look, I've heard that people who suffer with depression, X, Y, and Z, blah 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 blah, have worked wonders with animals and so on and so
Mhm.
forth." And I went and got this little puppy, man, and he came into my life when he was 5 weeks old, and twice I was at the point where I wanted to take my own life, and he gave me a reason to not do it. And so, yeah, God will use whatever God chooses to use to make
Yes.
you uncomfortable or comfortable enough to move forward and trust Him. And
Yes.
so, yeah, I identified with you speaking that, and yeah, Handsome Man saved my life, man. But yeah, I got some stuff going on, and I freely give to other people. That's like I called Tracy and I called another sister into the group who's not on our show tonight. However, I believe that our goal, okay, when God blesses you with a gift, right, and when God blesses you with freedom, and freedom meaning sight, right,
Yes.
your obligatory duty as someone who's on the journey to healing or who has now been given sight is to reach back and bring people with you.
Absolutely.
It's not to do all of these wonderful master classes that you see people out here all charging $900,000 on Facebook. I wrote one book and now I'm a master. Okay. But kudos to them. If they can do it, fine, knock yourself out. But the goal as a person who has been healed or who is healing is to truly reach in and help heal other people, because that's the only way, and with love and with kindness, because the only thing that's going to conquer hate is what? Love.
Love.
And love is what? Free.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And while you was talking, I said the only thing is love. That's
Hmm.
that's all God want us to do is love each other.
Love each other. That's the
That's
only
it.
thing that he asks us to do, is to love
Just
each
love
other.
each other.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's it.
And it's so, and you to watch people not do it. It's
It's
such
crazy, right?
sadly hard.
It's
But I'm gonna
crazy.
love you anyway, boo. I'm gonna love
That's
you
right.
anyway.
That's right. That's right.
I'm gonna love you anyway. So I just want to ask each one of you. Well, Danny, you just said what was next on your list.
Mhm.
Um, ask Marie, what's next on your list?
A couple of things. So, outside of, being an author, I've written 5 books. So, I'm currently working on a program. It's called the CAB program. Know who you are, accept who you are, and be who you are. And also a mental health program that I'm writing to, encourage people to, one, just realize that we all go through something, and there's pain and there's sorrow and there's happiness, and there are so many things in life, but just know that you're never alone, and give them tips and tools to kind of help them overcome those moments, and just to provide support to people, and just outlets and activities for people to do to really become the person that they need to become without the sadness and the pain, because a lot of times we carry that. That's what's called baggage, and we let
Mhm.
baggage rent space in our heads every day. um, that's not what God has us here for. And as you guys said earlier, we all have a talent, a gift, and a purpose. And I'll tell you, just it took me a while to find out what my talent was, and what gift I had, and what the purpose of all the things that I want to do. If I told you all the things that I do outside of having a corporate job, you were like, okay, that's crazy. But I really believe that writing and helping others and just being of service is my purpose. That is my
Mhm,
gift, and that's my
mhm.
talent. So my hopes is just to, provide these programs to people to get myself into shelters and other places where I can, be different and give this encouragement and this knowledge to people who truly need it, and to be of service. God has servants in all
That part.
different places. And I just want to be of service to him. And the one thing he says, one of many things he says, is to give back to his people, to let people know who he is and,
Mhm.
what he does for us. And that is the purpose behind all of the things that I'm doing. So just continuing to write, put out more coaching books, and to be more visible in my community.
Yes, yes.
Right. Amen.
Amen.
Hey, Tracy,
Yes, ma'am.
could you let us
I'm
know what's
sorry.
next? Listen, you are all right.
Whew.
We embrace you with love, Queen. You are all right.
We-
I am. So my son's birthday was June 5th. He would have
Mhm.
been 33. So I've been on this roller coaster since then. So it's been a lot going on personally. It's a lot going on professionally. It's all just working my nerves, so to speak. But in all of that, I have a nonprofit that I started in memory of my sons that's called the TNT Wilson Foundation. And we deal with matters of the heart and mind, right? This is my second book, published book, and then my third biography, which is called When Pain Meets Power, will be out
Okay.
in September. And
Yay.
that's the whole journey. And in addition to all of that, I do have a TV show. We can't not
Okay.
mention that. It's called Sister Vibes, and it's on Roku, and it's the Black on Demand TV channel. So Sister Vibes just premiered May 5th, and we've been the ratings are I'm number 2 on the channel right now. So we're trying to push it to number 1. So it's been a journey, and then I am a store manager at the Dollar General Market. So I wear a lot of hats. But the one thing that I'm working on is definitely um, bringing the foundation to the front to keep the boys' legacy alive. Um,
Yes.
it started as the Terrell Wilson Foundation, then I had to revamp it when Taekwon passed away. So now it's called the TNT Wilson Foundation. And we
Okay.
the heart.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. Miss Lakeisha, what's next on your agenda?
Well, I'm actually going to take a break, you. Um, Not a long break, of course, but I need to take a mental health and healing break for myself. You have to learn how to prioritize yourself. You can go,
Absolutely.
go, 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 go until you can't go no more. And I've done that for a consistent 5 years straight. And now my body is saying you need to take a break. But I will still be doing my show on Thursday nights, of course. Let's Talk Grief. I enjoy doing my show. I love it. I enjoy writing. I love that as well. But right now it's time for me to take some time for me. A lot of people don't know, but I am recovering from a heart attack. And I have not knocked at the door of 40. Well, I'm 1 foot in, as my daughter say. I have yet to turn 40, but that made me open my eyes to a lot of things. And yes, I love helping others. Yes, I love, being there for others, and I love my drive and my determination to go, 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 go. But what value would any of that be if I can't be there for myself, help myself, love on myself, and be here for my children. I want to become a grandmother. I want to become a grandma. I want to see my kids get married. So this was a definitely an eye opener for me, but I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to take heed, and I'm going to do what I need to do for me. So that's what I got coming up within the next 6 months. Now, ask me that question then 6 months on down the road, and it might be different. But right now, my focus is me.
Right. And I'm
Yeah.
again, you hit it on the head because that's what I do. The charge room is all about. It's all about taking care of yourself. You have
Yeah.
to take care of yourself first. You have to practice self-care. You have to take mental health breaks because if
Yes.
we don't set ourselves and put boundaries between us and the world, how can we help everyone else to the full capacity that we think we should or we want to, right? If
Absolutely.
we are not good, we cannot possibly give someone else our 100%.
No.
We cannot possibly do it. So, when I talk about me and having my boundaries, and sometimes when you put up a boundary, people look at you like you crazy. But no, I'm saving
Mhm.
myself.
Yes.
I'm saving myself. I'm saving myself so
Absolutely.
I can help you later. I'm saving
Absolutely.
my I'm saving myself because I want to grow old gracefully. I'm saving myself because I want to look beautiful when I turn 80 like I do
Mhm.
now, right? I'm saving myself and I always encourage women to take time out to practice self-care.
Yes.
Smell them
Practice
roses. Smell them roses.
right. You buy your own self some roses and smell them.
That part.
Mhm.
Because I buy flowers, fresh flowers every week and put them by my bedside. And it's just a ritual I started doing. And I just learned how to do that in 2015.
Mm.
You know, so again, we are masterpieces growing every single day. We are masterpieces growing, and it's continuous. But never stop loving you, right? Never stop loving you. And again, I'm super honored and I'm super proud to have met y'all tonight. I've met Keisha through another organization. She was in
Mhm.
my class, and she's a beautiful soul. So when God pours out,
Yeah.
and it comes together, and the love that is it exudes all of us. If we just keep going and just don't stop living, we will always win and get what we want. We will always
Absolutely.
get what we want. So I'm super, super proud of every single one of you. And I want to ask each of you if you can give your contact information, let everybody know where they can buy the book, where they can buy your other books. Do you have a website? Just share because we are broadcasting on 8 platforms right now. 8.
Mhm.
So please share so
All
people
right.
can connect with you.
Yes. So, of course, my name is Lakeisha Lockridge. I am the visionary author of this project, and I can be reached on all platforms at Lakeisha Lockridge. Lakeisha Lockridge on Facebook, Lakeisha Lockridge on TikTok, Lakeisha Lockridge on Instagram, Lakeisha Lockridge on YouTube. Put in Lakeisha Lockridge, and you will pull me up. Also, before we go, I would like to shout out the other authors who were unable to make it. Of course, people, we're in all different time zones, working jobs, different schedules, you name it. So a couple of them weren't able to be here. Autumn Howard, um, we have Keisha Brown, we have um
Simone.
Simone Williams, Angela
Patricia.
Lewis, Patricia Williams.
Hmm.
And am I missing anybody? I don't think I am.
Yeah, because we lost one, right? Right. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think
And
that's all. That's all, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So
Mhm.
I'm excited to see this go forward, but I don't see this being the last volume of Language of Grief. I actually see this book coming for a volume 2, possibly a volume 3. we had a lot of authors who, well, a lot of people who were interested in becoming authors, and at the time it wasn't okay, and it was that's perfectly fine because we rely on divine
Yeah.
timing.
That's it.
Um, but I definitely do see a volume two of this project in the near future after my break. Let me get my break in first.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Danny?
Well, I'm author Danny .d3 on Instagram. My full government is on Facebook, Danielle N. Dubois Matthews. On TikTok, I'm at author Danny 64. Um, my website is www.authordannyd.com. You can find the book. You can find Pretty Little Bastard Child as excuse me, on my website. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on Barnes and Noble Books. I think Lulu. And look for me in a city near you. Again, I'd like to shout out my girl April, True Eye Network, and Women to Women New York City as well. That's where the TV show will be launching pretty soon. I'll be looking for some script writers. I'll be looking for a bunch of people, and what this other than, just a regular streaming app, this streaming app is going to give people the chance to bring their content to and have their own streaming app within a streaming app. So it's a lot of good stuff going on. We about to do something extraordinary and really different. And again, volume two is coming out. Love Language will be out within a week or two, Lakeisha?
It will actually, well, we will be launching our um
Pre-order?
bestseller campaign
Okay.
on next week on the
Okay.
25th.
Yeah.
So
So
yes, you guys help us reach bestseller. I've
yeah,
already
yeah.
declared it and decreed it, so
That's it.
we
And
gonna
once
reach.
we do that,
We
it's
gonna
going to
reach.
do that anyway. It's going to do
We're
that
gonna reach
anyway.
bestseller.
We got all kinds of, I got all kinds of merchandise. We got
Yes.
t-shirts, we got coffee mugs coming soon. I have blessing vases. Just, and just, look, to anybody out there under the sound of my voice who is afraid to walk into what God has called you to do, if this is what keeps you up at night, if this is what you keep feeling, uh, that you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't shake this feeling, you're sitting around driving down the street, forgot what your turn was because it's something on your heart that you know that you're supposed to be doing more, stop being mediocre, go do it. Don't put off for tomorrow what you could do today. I'll be 60 this year. I'll be 60.
Now
Just put my first book
back
out.
to this merchandise, Miss Danny.
What, baby? Hmm. What,
There's
Nisi Pooh?
merchandise. What merchandise you got? I ain't got yet.
Oh well, I have my t-shirts are Pretty Little Bastard Child t-shirts. Where are my t-shirts? Oh my
Oh,
god.
I thought you was talking about love language. I was gonna say, now how you got
Oh
that
no
and I
no no!
ain't
I
got it?
can't have her merchandise yet because she ain't give it to me to have it yet. So, but we gonna
Okay.
talk about that. We gonna put some merchandise together, and we gonna have love language stuff. We gonna have a lot of stuff. But go out, y'all, and look, live before you die.
Mm,
It's so very
absolutely.
important. It's so very important. If
Absolutely.
I could do it, if God could do it for me, I know that He could do it for you. So just step out on faith. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mm. Now
Well, I'm
see,
gonna leave.
y'all wrong. Y'all look. I should have went first. How you follow that?
You ain't got to top it, boo. Just come on with it. Come on with it, Niecy
The
Pooh. Come
following.
on.
I can never top you. And see, it's the following. I'm teasing you. We've had our conversation. I honestly respect both of you ladies, and it is just inspiring to see, even through the break, just for you to claim, hey, volume two is coming. Hey, this is what I
Mhm,
have. My new release is going to be here. I think that's amazing. So, gotta
mhm.
give you your flowers while I have the opportunity. In Illy, oh my goodness, your platform. I've seen you. I've watched some of your shows. You are truly a coach indeed. So keep doing
Yeah.
what you're doing. You're inspiring us. You're giving us opportunity. So keep doing it because you don't know who you
Thank
inspire
you.
with your words and your encouragement and just your aura. And I told you, this color on you, I'm digging on that. And then she,
Okay.
Thank
Ain't
you
she wearing
so
that
much.
orange, girl? Go with your ass up in that orange,
Yeah.
girl.
beautiful
Better
and
work this thing in that orange.
right, stepping out.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
for me, you can find me at S. Marie Moore on all platforms. I have a coaching business, so it is the More Direction Agency, and you can find me at www.themoredirectionagency.com.
Mhm.
And that's it. That's it.
Listen,
Yeah.
y'all are awesome. I am sitting amongst true royalty. Y'all are awesome.
Thank
It ain't
you.
only can get greater later.
That's
Ooh,
it.
Mhm.
that's
That's
it.
just
That's
what
a
the
hashtag.
power
Greater
of
later.
God can do,
Yeah.
right? That's just
I,
what the
I,
power of God can do. Because I'm telling y'all got oil. Y'all better drop it.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Y'all
Well,
better
we
That
definitely
greater
want
later thing
to.
that stands out from a fellowship that I'm a member of, and we have that saying that says it gets greater later. But if you look in the word, it says
Mm,
your latter years will be greater than the
feel
former,
it.
right? Ain't
Yes,
that what the word says?
yes, it
Right.
does. Yes, it
So
does.
but it can't just happen. It's something that you have to walk into to make it
Yes,
happen.
yes. You have to
It don't
participate.
happen. That's right.
You got to
That's right.
participate.
That's
You
it.
can't just look at it.
That's it.
You got to walk
It
through
ain't
the
gonna
door.
write itself. It ain't going.
Listen,
It ain't gonna cook itself. It ain't gonna grow
what?
itself. You got to
That's
do it.
right.
You
That's
got to use
right.
these little things and make it happen.
That's
absolutely.
Yeah.
that's right.
Well,
So
Illy, we thank you so much for your platform and
Thank you.
just helping us promote and market the book and just let people know that we're here and we're here to stay.
absolutely,
And we just
y'all
thank
can
you
come
for
on my
just
page anytime
I'll be on
and
your page anyway because life
and
be life.
drop whatever y'all have to drop for whatever y'all about to come out with.
Cool.
Please
Cool.
share, put it on
Exactly.
my page, and I'll share it out. I'll share it out. I have no problem sharing. I just was sharing yesterday. One of my friends, he's a film writer. I put it on my page. Like, he was on Tubi. Like, we have to support each other.
Because ain't
Absolutely.
nobody
We
doing it for us. That's for sure.
right. We have to support each other in whatever we
Hmm.
do. Like, sometimes we sit in spaces and be like, oh, I don't know if I could do it. Yeah, you can. Tell somebody.
Just do it. Just
Tell
do it.
somebody and do it. Tell
What you
Mhm.
say,
somebody
Nisi Poo? What you say, Nisi Poo?
Like
Just
Nike,
do
just do it.
it.
just do it. Right,
You
Just
right.
better
do
do
So
it.
I
it.
definitely appreciate all of you, even the authors that are not here, because y'all did all of this together.
Yeah, we did.
So y'all are on the way. I definitely claim bestseller for y'all, and it's gonna happen quick.
Absolutely.
It's gonna happen quick.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna be speaking all over the world. I know it. Y'all gonna be telling y'all stories, and I'm gonna be like, "That's my people's yay!" Laughing, y'all gonna be like, "Yes, I know them." Yes. So again,
Yeah.
like I'm just it's exciting to be a part and meet people and be a part of the expansion of life with productivity and
Mhm.
processing, just going through it and knowing that we all came with effort because we wanted it. And that feeling is just unmatched. It's unmatched. And just going through again, like I know, say like when y'all was writing and then your books came in the mail, that
Mhm.
first package that you received of your books, when you opened that package and saw your great
Yeah.
masterpiece in front of you, I know you cried. I know
Mhm.
you cried because just for that first book, that sense of accomplishment is almost like an unbelievable right. It was like an unbelievable attainable goal.
Yeah.
But at one point, we never thought we could do it, right? So
Oh
so
yes.
that first box opening, I
Mhm.
know it just set the tone to say, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm about to glide through this thing. Like it's
Mhm.
I'm about to get it off, right? So I again like just that feeling. So for anyone who think that they can't or they never thought about it, the process, you just have to go through the process. You have to trust the process because when I tell you, when you get that first box opening and you pull
Mhm.
out
Crazy.
that first book out that box,
Crazy.
nothing can replace that feeling.
It's a
Nothing.
No.
euphoria. And look, I used many drugs for many years and I never felt the high like that. Okay. Let me just tell
Yes,
you.
yes. So it's like
I'm
I
keeping it
just
real. I'm keeping it really real.
yes,
And by the
yes,
way, this is just seltzer water in a wine glass. Okay. I like to feel important every now and then. But
because you are. Listen,
But yes, that box. I can't wait until Love Language comes in the mail because I gotta, even though we trying to promote it on Amazon, when I go to my launches, it's gonna have to be sitting on the table with everything else because I got 9 extraordinary women that are part of my life story now, and part of my lineage is sitting right there. We came from a lineage of great women, and if nothing else, we get nothing else out of this anthology. And I want to say it publicly in front of all of you. Listen, when we put our heads together and we become a sisterhood, we can do so much more
anything,
as Black women together than
anything.
chopping each other
Yeah.
down.
Yes,
So
Absolutely.
yes,
much more can be accomplished when we
yes.
just love on each other and we support each other and we pull each other and we check each other with love. It's so
The love.
important.
I
It's so
call it a love
important.
hood.
Absolutely.
Yes,
The
it's so
love hood.
important. Yeah.
Yes, it's so
Yes.
important. So I'm gonna ask like when everyone when the broadcast is finished, if you could go on to the comments and type in your information
Got it.
so
Oh,
people can
yeah.
copy and paste it, please, if you can.
Absolutely.
Again, it's on 8 platforms, so pick as many as you want and put it on as many as you want. So again, I want to thank every single one of you for being amazing. You're all
Mhm.
awesome, and I challenge you to claim everything in life that you desire of your heart, because I
Name it and claim
promise
it.
you, with God, He makes all things possible, and you will have it. You will
Yes. Yes.
have it. So I listen, do it.
Yes.
That's all I
Mhm.
have to say is just do it. So
Absolutely.
so I wish you wonderful, wonderful masterpieces, a wonderful journey um to wherever your heart lies for it to have. And just keep going. Just keep going. It was wonderful. Thank you for coming on tonight. Cause
Thank you for having us.
listen,
Thank you.
I had to alter because right, I'm on vacation right now. I'm on
Uh-oh.
vacation. I'm on the West Coast.
Uh-oh.
And when Angela and Lakeisha text me, I was like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, okay, let me get my head together. I'm coming through. I'm coming through. So I will do anything for y'all. Like that's just who I am. Like
Thank you.
y'all are part of the sisterhood. Okay, what it is you need, I'm stepping to the plate. I'm that one. So
Well,
I
thank you so much, Illy.
absolutely, absolutely. That's what we here for. Teamwork.
Makes
Yes.
the dream work.
That's what we here for. Teamwork. Because we gonna get it
Well,
done.
thank you, ladies, for coming by. We scratched the surface. Of course, we got some phenomenal authors with some amazing stories, but y'all find that out on the next interview at a later date.
Hmm.
I'm gonna let Illy wrap up this show because guess what? I'm on vacation too, Illy, and I'm gonna hop right back in the bed.
Yes, yes. So
So
thank
jealous right now. I'm not on vacation. I gotta go to work tomorrow and Wednesday. But
you.
I'll be in Atlanta Thursday through Sunday, kind of a mini
All right.
vacation.
All
Ah,
right. Atlanta, Danny will
Yes.
be there, so be there for Danny.
That's
All
right.
right.
Come on out, Atlanta. Don't act shy. Come on out. Get you a hug, get you a smile, and buy you a book, baby.
Get the
Pre-order
merch.
Love
Get
Language.
all the
Pre-order
merch.
Love Language in Volume 2, and you get a free T-shirt. What you know about that?
All right now.
All right. Yeah, yeah. So I'll see you, queens, y'all masterpieces, y'all future legacy writers. Like, I see y'all at another date. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna close this thing out and wish y'all love all the way, all the way. So everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. This is Ilyasa Simpson, aka Coach Illy, for the Charge Room. This is Mindset Monday. I'm sharing it with the We Empower Network. And again, we're talking about love language of grief. It's an anthology coming out soon. Help them be the most powerful anthology of grief to make them bestseller in the world. So I'm claiming it for every single last one of them. And the way to go to navigate grief is to embrace the process. And you got to make a plan with it. Sometimes you can't do things by yourself. You have to connect with people. You have to choose what you want to do, and you have to communicate. Don't forget to communicate. Let someone know you are going through a tough time, because there's so many times we come outside and we say, hey, I'm good, and you're really not good. And it's okay to not be good, because every day is not a good day. But to move forward, to find healing, say something so somebody can help you, because at the end of the day, grief hurts, but there's always, always a way out. So embrace what's going on with you. It's a process. Make that plan so you can connect with somebody and just heal. So let's all heal together. Thank you for stopping by. Have a nice, nice night. Until next time, bye bye.